Things your students may not know.
We're going to take a look at some more features with Schoology that the students would use. We're going to look at how they can submit all the different kinds of assignments. Before we do that, though, I want to give a little tip. When you sign on to your Schoology, by default, the settings shows your updates first. So remember, the updates are anything that the teacher has posted or a group leader has posted and things like that. So what you can do if you want to change that to have the courses be the default landing page, all you have to do is go to your name, go to settings, and then click course dashboard. Once you've done that, as soon as you sign into Schoology, the landing page is the courses. They still can see upcoming, so they can still see the dates of assignments due, but this might help your students with navigation. Okay, so the next thing we want to look at in Schoology is how to do assignments. So let's go into our courses. And again, we're in this demo class. And I have a couple practice assignments to see the different kinds of things you want to do. So one of the most basic is to just have you write a response. So read the directions carefully. Sometimes your teacher might want you to copy and paste a question. But what you want to do is to just do a quick response. You'll go to submit assignment. And this is the really important part. You hit create. You'll even see that in the directions here. Hit create. What confuses a lot of us is we see this box here. And so we think we can just write our response here. But then when we try to submit, we'll get an error because technically, look at what tab you're in. You're in the upload tab. So let's try that again. Hit submit assignment, hit create, and now we're ready to write our response. Again, check with the directions and see if you're supposed to copy and paste a question. That's a really common thing that teachers will ask. And then write your response. And then you hit submit. Now, right next to submit is the save draft button. This is really a great tool because you might start your response and then run out of time in the class or whatever you're doing, and you want to come back to it later. You'll just hit save draft, and then you'll see over here, you can just come back and edit it. And when you're ready, you just hit the submit button. Okay, and again, if you look, the directions for how to submit your assignment will always be on the assignment. So the next thing we want to look at in Schoology is how to submit an assignment when you're getting a file from your Google Drive that you already made. So maybe you already did a Google slideshow or you already made a Google Doc or something like that. Okay, so these screenshots kind of walk us through. So let's take a look. You start with the submit assignment button, and then you click the resources tab. So let's see what that looks like. We click submit assignments. And then we click the resources tab. So again, when you hit that submit assignment button, really look at the 3 tabs at the top and see which one you need. Okay, once you hit resources, you're going to go to apps, and that'll have your Google Drive connected. If your Google Drive is not connected, you can take a few minutes right then. It'll just take you through the steps to connect. You just have to allow and do a couple other steps. All right, then you find the file that you want. They're listed in the most recent file that you've done. So the most recent thing you've worked with will be at the top. A great feature is, if you have a hard time finding it, is to look for your document that way. Once you find it, hit this checkbox. Watch up here. Do you see how this changes? Once I hit this checkbox, now the features change. I go import file. And then I have imported that file, that changed to assignment submitted. So the last kind of assignment we are going to look at is the kind where your teacher set up something on their Google Drive, either a Google Doc or a Google slideshow or something like that, and you're going to fill it in to complete the assignment. You'll notice already that this interface looks different. Okay, if I go back and just peek at the other ones we were working at, when you just hit that submit assignment button, you had those 3 tabs: create, resources. Remember, that's how you get to things on your Google Drive, or upload if we were going to upload a file. So with this kind, the file's already there for you. And the way you get to that is you click on My Document. So this is really important. You have to get used to toggling back and forth between these two, because where it says assignment is where you're going to have all the directions you'll need, including how to submit it. And then My Document is actually the document we'll be working with. One thing I always recommend is before you start working, click this blue edit button, because what that'll do is that'll open it up all by itself in a new tab. So that's where you'll have the Google Doc or Google Slide or whatever that your teacher assigned to you. You finish filling in whatever they want you to do. And when you're ready, you submit it. Now, this is the tricky part. A lot of kids get confused here, because right here, you're in your Google Doc, but you have to go back to the Schoology tab to submit the assignment, and you click Submit Assignment. When you click Submit Assignment, it'll say, are you sure? Just a little safety net. Say yes, and you're done. Now, what's cool about these kinds of assignments, if you realize, I didn't actually write anything, I can go ahead and unsubmit, and it just takes me right back to where I was. So all my directions are here. My document is here. I click Edit to work with it. When I'm ready, I come back and I submit it.